legs, zip up your hats, and also buckle up your boots and belt up your elbows. It's time for Sounds About Light, a podcast about Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, Part 3. I don't know why I said that. That's not how I usually do this, but I saw it in my notes. I'm Sam.
I'm Drew.
For the first time since Kingdom Hearts 1, someone has finally put belts around their ankles again.
It was good to see it.
Yeah, we are really back to square one in this origin story.
I mean, what if there's like a little Heartless that's like a rat and it tries to climb up your pant legs? Not gonna happen to this character.
That'd be scary. I don't want that.
Yeah.
What did you think of this section of Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key and back cover?
It's weird because it's like kind of an action-packed part for a while, but I kind of feel like I ended up getting out of it feeling pretty neutral.
Okay, fair enough.
But we'll see where it goes.
We do get some big battles.
We do get some big battles that are kind of cool.
They are kind of cool. We start with a Disney interlude. Once again, a lot of stuff is fast forwarded over, but we do spend some time in Beast's castle.
Yeah, it's the most we've seen of one of these worlds, so it's the only time it's been important, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, Beast kicks Dennis's ass and throws him in the dungeon.
Well, and it starts with Chirithy saying that Dennis needs a change of scenery, right?
Yeah, which I don't know why that was included.
I think it's because Dennis is feeling sad about Ephemer, and he's like, well, why don't you go get your ass kicked by a beast? That'll make you feel better.
Why don't you go die?
What if you were in prison for a while? That's notoriously great for your mental health.
Yeah, he does get immediately thrown in the dungeon, and Chirithy is just completely blowing it this week, because Chirithy is like, oh, you're sad? You should go to Beast's castle. And then you get thrown in the dungeon, and Chirithy's like, don't forget what Ava said about sadness leading to darkness. Gee, thanks, Chirithy. You're really, really helping this week.
Chirithy's got big estranged father energy in this part, because he's thrown out a lot of like, oh, hey, champ. I think he literally calls Dennis champ at one point.
I think he does.
Yeah, and so it's just like, hey, chief, bud, you doing all right?
Sport.
You're like 11. I'm 13. Yeah, right. Well, I got you.
Yeah, I guess I missed a couple of those birthdays there, buddy.
But I got you a baseball glove. I already have a glove. Oh,
I got you a baseball bangle.
That's true. But anyway, Chirithy's just really fucking up a lot this week.
Yeah, and this isn't even Nightmare Chirithy.
True. He's
just a nightmare friend.
Oh.
No, Chirithy's doing his best. We're saying his now. I don't know.
But they're
they've
best,
never
I guess. They are
any sense of gender or even really humanity at all. I don't know how to talk about these things.
It's a spirit.
It's a spirit. It's a ghost that looks like a weird cat.
I thought it kind of looks like a little bear.
It is supposed to be a cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's one of those cats with the incredibly round face.
Oh, I do like those.
And that's why we like Chirithy so much.
Doing great, champ.
But yeah, Chirithy, while talking about the Jedi code about sadness and all that,
right,
wonders if that might be happening to the Beast. And Chirithy says, we got to get out of here and fight some Heartless. But Dennis says, you know that we're locked in. And Chirithy very gently reminds the player, you know you have a Keyblade.
Right, you have a thing that can open like everything?
Just something to think about. But Belle lets us out first anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Now we go montage mode. Nobody cares. They fall in love, ballroom scene, etc. Who cares? But this is cool. Gaston is in this.
He is, and it's very, very funny seeing how they animate pretty much silently Gaston doing the Gaston stuff.
Mm-hmm. He leads an army of Heartless to the castle in this version, very Shan Yu style.
Right.
And yeah, I haven't seen the movie since I was a kid, but I did look up. I had to look this up and confirm because I was so caught off guard by it that Beast like fights him on the roof and he like has a chance to push him off and kill him, but he's merciful. And then Gaston stabs him in the back and then stumbles and falls to his death. And I was like, That's got to be from the movie, right? They wouldn't just kill Gaston. No, that is from the movie.
That's one of the ones that stuck with me, because I think that's like one of the first times as a kid watching the movie and being like, that person's dead.
Oh man, it was Clayton and Tarzan for me. That guy gets fucking hanged.
He gets the most killed, I think, of any antagonist in a Disney film.
It is gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
You see the vine like tighten. Ugh.
Well, and then you see his like silhouette hanging from the vines, right?
Yeah, and then they crucify him for good measure.
Yeah, he does get crucified.
It's really messed up though for Gaston, because we know now that none of this is real, but it's here because it's in the Book of Prophecies, which does mean, sorry Gaston, this is gonna happen. It'll happen off screen. Sora doesn't have to be here for this.
I think that if you ever stab anyone in the back, you probably deserve to fall off a building.
That's probably true, but I'm not prepared to make a blanket statement.
Yeah,
on
you're
that
right.
one.
There's those good times when you stab people in the back.
Sometimes they deserve it.
Well, it could be. I guess it could be Hitler.
Hey, if you stab Hitler in the back, you deserve to fall onto a building.
Yeah, onto
and be lifted up to the heavens.
That's right.
Come to think of it, if the Book of Prophecies has the events of the Disney worlds for them to make these data projections, then that would mean that the gazing eyes have seen all this stuff.
Yeah, Lushu's busy.
That actually does feel like it's another point towards like any time we see one of those, it is working. It's not just for show.
Yeah, there has to be more than just Lushu out there, you would think.
Yeah, which does imply that in Kingdom Hearts 4, we are going to watch Gaston die.
One can only hope.
Beast turns back into a human and everyone loses interest in him immediately.
Yeah, he's no longer sexy, so why bother?
I will say, I don't really remember how I felt about this movie in general as a kid, but learning as an adult that people found the Beast sexy, I was like, really? Huh. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. To me, I think they did a pretty good job making him really, really gross looking.
Nah, he looks clean still. He's just kind of a monsterman. That's going to work for a lot of people.
It's going to work for a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, he's not... Yeah, if only he was cool and sexy like in the movie Beastly.
With his scars that say, embrace the suck.
Do they say that?
They do say that.
Jesus Christ. I've never actually seen that film, so...
Oh, man. Jordan and I did a bonus episode on it back in the Jurgenit days.
How did you get to that from Jurgenit?
We did a series where we were just watching different movies that involved, like, high school and teenagers.
Got it. Okay. All right.
We watched Grease 2, which was not good.
No, that's a terrible film.
Yeah.
It's almost...
It had one good song in it, though.
Which one?
Cool Rider.
I don't think I agree.
Cool Rider.
It's a song.
I mean, you take what you can get when you're watching Grease 2.
That's true. Yeah, you really, you got to find the...
At least it's not the bowling song Score Tonight that's like 4 hours long.
Oh, man, I need to watch that movie again.
So yeah, Chirithy and Dennis watch Belle and Human dance. I don't know his human name, so I assume it's Human. And Chirithy says... This is such a funny, like, way to end this, is that Chirithy just turns to Dennis and is like, she's the Princess of Heart from this world, and then that's just the end of it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chirithy.
Yeah, what was Dennis supposed to take away from that? That you can turn it around and not be evil? Is that the deal?
I'm actually not even sure why this was included, come to think of it, but it's fine. We have to deal with these Disney worlds in the normal games. We could talk about one of them.
Maybe it'll come back. I don't know.
Maybe. I truly don't remember. We go back to town, and Chirithy rewards Dennis for all his hard work with a bracelet of light.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. Heard that one before.
It's gonna complement the dark bangle so nicely.
And Chirithy... Oh, right. This... I don't remember what the significance of this was, because it felt inconsequential, but maybe it'll come up later. Chirithy is like, the Foretellers have given us a special mission, and that bracelet is going to protect you from the darkness, because we're being sent to fight Heartless in the corridors of darkness.
Yeah, I think the light bracelet is supposed to act sort of as like the cloaks that people wear in the corridors, but not as good, it sounds like.
Yeah, I guess this was probably like very much gameplay for the players to be like, whoa, we're going into a corridor of darkness. But we don't have to put on a cloak that obscures the player that I've dressed up.
Yeah, I mean, that's
probably all that this is.
It's that. It's also because, the first anniversary is the dark anniversary, and the second one's the light anniversary. So Chirithy just had to get something.
Yeah. By the end of Union Cross, we will have a wooden bangle. We will have a pewter bangle.
Right. I don't know if we'll get to gold, but yeah.
This game didn't run that long.
No.
So, because they got divorced. So, we beat a dark side. That's it. We go back, and we go to the clock tower where the Foretellers live. And Chirithy is reporting to Ira. And Ira is... Oh, that's right. That's why we went on this mission. Ira is like, oh, he's doing great. But Chirithy's like, I think that it was too early to send him on a mission like this. But Ira says, the darkness is getting stronger by the day. We need to hasten the training of the Keyblade wielders.
Chirithy goes, oh, okay.
Oh.
This is where I wrote in my notes that it's starting to feel like Evangelion a little bit. Where you're forcing, huh?
I've never seen it.
Oh, well, Evangelion, you're forcing children into the robot to go fight, and it's horrible. And in this, you're forcing children into the darkness to make them strong enough to save the world.
Yeah.
So...
Have you seen that tweet when someone tweeted at Elon Musk, please tell me you've seen Evangelion?
I've not seen this.
He just replied, NERV.
That's terrible. I'm glad I'm not on that horrible website anymore.
Fucking today, oh my god, it moves so fast. It's sort of the town square of the internet. He just posted a video of like this super crunchy graphic of like a panther running and then the X logo appears.
Did he make it himself?
No, it's from a website where you can buy like videos to like put, because it's like you buy it and it's like you put your corporate logo on it and it's like the panther runs in and it like claws at the screen and roars and then your logo pops up and it's like, wow, cool. It was actually originally posted by, this is such an aside, but it was posted by like Silicon Valley Tesla owners who had... Oh my god. He just like downloaded this video and just reposted it on his own account.
Sometimes I feel like my life's being swallowed by the darkness, but then I find out that I'm not a Silicon Valley Tesla owner account runner, and I'm doing okay.
Well, it gets even sadder because that account has a gold check mark, which means that they are subscribed to Twitter Premium for Business, which means that they're paying like $1,000 a month.
Jesus, that's
that's the Twitter report, formerly X. Anyway, where were we? So the next day, Dennis heads out on a standard mission, which we will be not seeing. The only reason that we get this scene of him being sent on the mission is because we will find out what happens when he comes back.
Well, it's because shit's about to pop off.
Yes, we cut to back cover where Aced meets with Gula in that disused building where they formed their alliance. And what better place to unform their alliance, as Gula announces he's going to be doing. And he explains his reasoning. He's like, there was an impending darkness, we thought, but nothing's happened since then. So what's the point of this alliance?
Yeah, no, I'm all over the place on Gula this episode, because he does a lot of shit that seems like, wow, he really seems like he's trying to goad people into fighting each other. But then later on, it feels like he is actually trying to do something good. He's just kind of an asshole. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I keep coming back to, like, I do think it's possible that he is corrupted by darkness and doesn't know it. Yeah. But he does seem to think that he's fighting for the light. This moment here, because yeah, to your point, I think that he is really like trying. I think he thinks that Aced is the traitor and he's trying to like bait him into revealing himself. Because this part here where he's like, he's giving his reasoning. He's like, oh yeah, I thought this, I felt this way. And anyway, what Envy said, and then he's like, uh-oh, you weren't supposed to find out about that. And that felt very like, oops, did I mention I was talking about this with Envy? Hee hee.
No,
and Aced is like,
it's very clear manipulation. He
fucking picks up Gula one-handed.
Yeah,
big guy.
We find out that Aced is a fucking monster in this part.
He is gigantic. We haven't mentioned that he has one of the biggest keyblades you'll ever see.
Yeah.
His keyblade is just like a gigantic slab of rock, basically.
Yeah, it looks nuts.
Yeah, he picks up Gula and is like, did Envy tell you to break the alliance? But Gula's like, no, this was my decision, regardless of what she said. Aced kind of calms down a little bit and puts him back down. And Gula says, I know that I'm the only one I can trust. My mind is made up. And he leaves, and Aced, like, sort of clenches his fists and says, Envy will regret this.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Aced has problems. He has some anger issues. He needs to figure this out. If only he
should be the one named Ira.
Right. If only he'd had a Master of Masters that didn't intentionally bait him into losing his mind.
If only. Dennis returns from the mission, whatever it was. He's looking very worn out, and Chirithy tries to give him a pep talk. Not a very helpful pep talk. The pep talk is basically like, if you slow down, our union will lose. So
keep at it, champ.
Don't you want to be at the top of the leaderboard, player?
Don't you want to drop, like, I don't know, $100 today?
You could actually buy Lux from the store. Just saying.
Yeah.
But then a girl walks over and says, what does it matter if your union falls behind? The important thing is that we're all protecting the light from the darkness, right? And she introduces herself as Skuld.
Bottom tier name.
Well, Skuld is from Norse mythology. She is one of the Norns, which are sort of like the Norse fates, basically. Skuld is the youngest Norn, and she represents the future, which is probably important for a character from the distant past.
Interesting. Well, if she's a dandelion, she'll be the future of surviving humanity, I guess?
Perhaps. Yeah, this is Skuld. She's got belts over her elbows, belts over her ankles. She's ready to go.
She's got a wallet chain made out of stars.
Yep, nothing will be falling up, down, or out of anything today.
She is very secure from little heartless shaped like rats that could try to climb inside of her clothes.
Or take her wallet.
Yeah. We know that can happen. Was it, who did that? Oh, Riku did that one time to Roxas.
Oh yeah, he did take Roxas's wallet.
Yeah.
Roxas should have had a wallet chain. You know what? If you had asked me 3 seconds ago, I would say, yeah, Roxas probably had a wallet chain.
He had like little loops on his pants, but I think they were just like cloth loops off the side of his pants, right?
Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she knows who Dennis is. She says, I was in a party with Ephemer. I truly don't know if that is a gameplay mechanic in this game. If it's not, this is a very strange situation.
I think it might be. I remember someone on Waypoint was playing this game at one point back before Vice closed that, and I think they were talking about getting people to join their like union and stuff.
Okay, so that must have been a thing.
Yeah.
That you could like team up with people to gather Lux or something. But yeah, she says that right after she became a Keyblade wielder, she made her own party. She was so excited to meet people, but nobody joined until one day Ephemer showed up and said, yeah, let's be in a party together. And they became fast friends. But then suddenly, one day, he just quit, and she didn't see him again until he appeared in her dream one night and told her, find Dennis and go with him.
Yeah, I am getting less and less suspicious of Ephemer all the time now. Because it feels like he's only doing good stuff now. But we'll see. Unless all these kids are evil other than Dennis.
Ava is accidentally... all of the dandelions are the most evil kids.
Could be. They're the
Ava,
strongest
you sure
ones.
Know how to pick them.
They're the strongest ones because they're all using darkness. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I felt like the game was trying to imply that Dark Chirithy could be Ephemer's Chirithy, but I might have just misread that situation entirely.
I think you are right. Again, without me saying whether or not that is correct, I think you were right that the game was trying to make you think that. Whether that's foreshadowing or misdirection, who's to say? But I think you were picking up on something that the game was doing intentionally.
Okay. Yeah, and it could be the kind of thing where, I don't know, maybe Ephemer's just a bit of a Riku, and he's a little bit dark, but not actually a bad guy. Or not.
He does have silver hair.
Yeah, or not bad intentioned. He does have silver hair.
Come to think of it, we were talking about Skuld's name. I mean, Ephemer, something that is sort of there and not there, feels very appropriate.
Right, because he's in dreams now only. Mm-hmm. That's true.
I've heard people say ephemer. Not a fan.
Ephemer. Yeah, I mean, that's more like ephemeral if you do it that way, but it doesn't have good mouthfeel to me.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think in the Japanese his name is Ephemera. Which is kind of cooler.
Yeah, I guess they thought it was too obvious if it was that.
They were afraid that Chai would get mad.
Yeah.
For stealing her podcast name.
Right, retroactively.
So Dennis tells Skuld, because she's like, I don't know what he meant about go with Dennis. So Dennis says, well, I had a dream where Ephemer and I were in the clock tower, and he said that he would wait there for me. So Skuld is like, okay, I think Ephemer's trying to lead us there together. Let's go. Chirithy once again is like, no! And they're like, yes. So they are about to go when the ground starts shaking, and they say, whatever could that be? And they find Aced and Envy fighting each other on the rooftops. And Aced is like, he is trying to kill her. He is like throwing gigantic lightning blasts at her.
Gigantic lightning blasts. He does this insane thing where he like cuts the fabric of the universe with his blade and warps people towards him.
Yes, it is very The Hand from JoJo.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, yeah, you know what? He has other similarities to Okuyasu because he's also big and stupid.
Yeah, so Skuld sees two of the Foretellers fighting each other, and she says, okay, the last thing that Ephemer said to me in the dream is that the end of the world was coming, and this certainly feels like that. And I don't know if you caught what happened here, because Dennis says, let's go.
Yeah.
And they run off together, and Chirithy is just standing there like, what?
Was Chirithy surprised he spoke? Was that what that was?
Yes. This is the first time that we've really properly seen Dennis, like, speak with words in a speech bubble.
Okay. Yeah, because he starts getting chatty after this.
Yes, he really does. And Chirithy is very shocked by it, to the point that it does make me wonder, what has been happening all this time? Because we've seen Dennis, like, mouth moving, arm wiggling, and characters have been like, I see, you are from the Unicornus Union. But now Chirithy is like, whoa, Dennis just spoke, which makes me wonder if he actually wasn't talking this whole time.
Oh, he's been doing telepathy the rest of the time. That's just,
I guess so.
That's Dennis's, or sign language. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird because this is clearly like an intentional moment where the character, it's like a turning point where the character starts, speaking up, making his opinion known, and not just being a silent protagonist. But it does have kind of weird implications about like what the communication has been up to this point.
Maybe Chirithy was surprised by the confidence, because maybe Dennis is talking, but Dennis is kind of like, yeah, I'll be fighting the darkness.
That's why there's never been a speech bubble, is because he's usually mumbling and whispering.
He's mumbling and whispering inaudibly, and people just guess what he's saying.
Maybe. But yeah, Dennis talks now. He is no longer a Gordon Freeman. We are in back cover once again. This is such a wild shot because in the the cartoony animation of Unchained Key, we have already seen that Aced is fighting Envy, but in back cover, this is the first time that we see that fight is happening, and the way that they reveal that is with this extreme close-up, really tight on Aced's face, and he's like, The master has been gone for over a year now, and it's finally time for me to fulfill my true role. And the camera pulls back, and we see that he is, like, flying at Envy with his keyblade out.
Yeah, he's trying to murder.
Yes, and it's cool. I don't think that there's a lot of times, I talked about this in Coded, that we don't get a lot of, like, animated, choreographed Keyblade fights, because they usually happen in gameplay.
Right.
It's pretty cool to see one of these between, like, full-fledged, like, masters. Like, they are Keyblade experts who have weird techniques that we didn't know existed. Like, yeah, this is where Aced, he, like, slashes the air and a little rift pops open, and then when it snaps shut, Envy gets, like, yanked towards him.
Pretty cool. I did like this.
It's pretty cool. He accuses Envy of getting in his way, but, she insists, of course, that she is protecting the balance like the master told them to do. We then cut to, I would say, one of the least necessary shots in just about anything that I've ever seen, which is in the nearby river, there are 5 flower petals that all float in opposite directions.
Yeah. We get it.
Oh, it's like they're not friends anymore.
Oh, shoot.
Wow. Way too on the nose. Did not do anything for me, sorry.
Well, it's like how we're going to see dandelions like a million times now.
Yeah. I mean, this was just... Who put those flower petals there?
The Master of Masters.
He's underwater with a snorkel.
Yeah, he never left.
He's really gonna like this one.
He's never left. He's just hanging out like in a different apartment.
He just took off the coat.
Right. He could have. Yeah.
So Aced, he's like, we can't follow the master's orders anymore. Those orders are what have put us on track to a future where the light expires. And we see that Gula is standing in an alleyway nearby watching this from around the corner. This was a moment that I thought was actually kind of subtle and cool, because Envy is like, are you saying that the master is wrong? And Aced is like, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that he's not here anymore. And when he says that, we zoom in on his Keyblade, and we do see the little token on the keychain with the master's gazing eye.
I liked that. Yeah, I'd forgotten that was... Or did we know that was there?
No, we've seen their Keyblades before, but this is like the most we've seen one of them like up close.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, because I wrote that down because I was like, I think I saw a master's eye on the keychain.
Yeah, they all have one.
So yeah, Master of Masters is somewhere in his apartment laughing about what's going on, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think that I really want to get into the way that their Keyblades look, because it would not be the greatest topic of discussion for the podcast, even though I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they all have the gazing eye on the keychain, and Aced's is gigantic. And Gula's is a million times spikier than it needs to be.
Gula's kind of looks like lightning or something on the end.
It does. And he is the... they're all wearing, like, their animal costumes, but they also are, like, different colored. I think his is yellow for the leopard, so maybe something's going on there. Maybe he's, like, Larxine's great-grandpa or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
So he does another 2 of those, like, rift slash things, making a big X in the air, which is, I think, for once, not important.
No, I think it just
looks cool.
Just looks cool.
But then she does something that I don't even know what she did, which I think is actually even cooler, because I don't fully understand what I was watching. She, like, swings her Keyblade down across the river, which, like, splashes water into the air, and then his 2, like, rift slashes just turn into water and explode.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was.
No, I don't know either, but it looked neat.
It looked neat. They also, I'm wondering if this means that they each have sort of an elemental affinity, like some of the other characters. Maybe she's Demyx's grandma.
Maybe. Anything's possible. Did we already go kind of past where Gula is watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks like he laughs about what's happening.
Yes, this is where that happens.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I don't, it's so hard to know what to make of Gula and his reactions to this kind of stuff. I think that he's feeling, because Envy, like, surprises him with this water ability, whatever it is. Maybe he's surprised because he doesn't understand what she just did. But she, like, attacks him through the, like, water blast. And I think that what Gula is reacting to is he's like, good, Envy has the upper hand.
Yeah, it's that or he's laughing about his evil plot coming to fruition. One of the two.
That's true. It's either this is good, the traitor is going to be defeated, or this is good, everyone's fighting.
Yeah, what's great then too is because Ava shows up behind him and it feels like he has to recover and be like, oh, I wasn't just laughing about this. Oh, shoot, look there's Ased the traitor.
Yeah, he's like, Ava, over here. Ased is the traitor. Or actually, Envy is the one who says that, for what it's worth.
Oh, okay, got it. But Gula then piles on about it.
This is where Gula summons his Keyblade, and more so than ever, fucking be careful with that thing.
Yeah.
You'll put someone's eye out.
Yeah, it looks dangerous to him.
Yeah. And Ava summons her Keyblade as well. Ased gets up and sees his friends preparing to attack him, and he just says, may my heart be my guiding key, and he leaps at them. I'm not worried about him. He is gigantic.
No. Oh, yeah, I mean, he's fine, mostly.
There are, while we're talking about people being grandpas, I think a lot of people think that Ased might be an ancestor of Terra, because they both have big, chunky Keyblades. I'm not sure if I necessarily am ready to make that conclusion, but these are things to think about.
Not everyone needs to be related.
I agree, and I hope that if any of them are ancestors of characters we know, I hope that most of them aren't.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Star Wars, I just don't need them to be related.
I will say, I'm not going to get into it yet. I do have a theory of one particular relation, and I hope it's the only one, but I'll keep that to myself for now.
Okay. The Master of Masters is Sora. Yeah, we know. Yeah.
That's right. And much like Fry from Futurama, he is his own grandpa.
Great.
So we go back to Unchained Key, where Skuld and Dennis are confronted by three unusual Heartless that we've never seen before. They look human, which is not unprecedented, but they are speaking, which is pretty unprecedented.
Right, they're asking for Lux.
Yeah, I think the only Heartless that we've seen speak before would be Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Scar spoke.
That's what I was thinking about. I was like, did Scar speak? Yeah.
We need to strike Heartless Scar from the record. I just don't like it one bit.
It's going to be so important in Kingdom Hearts 5.
Yeah, when Scrax shows up. But yeah, they demand Dennis and Skuld's Lux and attack them. They fight them off. These things are called Darklings, and they start to run away. And a Nightmare Chirithy appears to stop them from giving chase. And our Chirithy recognizes it as the same one that we saw before, but it is now fully nightmared. It is purple. It is not a dark gray. It is a purple Chirithy.
Yeah.
The scariest thing there could be.
It's not pretending anymore.
Right. Skuld is very, very upset to see a Chirithy that has fallen to darkness. But Chirithy says, Nightmare Chirithy, this is one of the few times that we can keep the Chirithy straight, says, oh, it's not a big deal. Light and dark are just two sides of the same coin. You should embrace it, like they did. And they realize what it's saying, that those three Heartless they fought were Keyblade wielders like them.
Pretty messed up.
Yeah, we learned that because those Keyblade wielders have been cut off from the light, they can no longer fight with metals. Every time they bring up the metals in dialogue, I hate it.
They should have just not talk about that.
They have lost access to the gachapon machine.
They can't give us any money. Can you think of anything worse?
A hold has been placed on their account.
That's what it is a metaphor for, is the people who have suspended their accounts or been banned.
These are players who got banned for like hacking into the metal market.
There's nothing worse than taking money away from Square Enix.
God, did you hear that their fucking NFT game came out a couple weeks ago?
I didn't. I forgot they were doing that, but yeah. Okay.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
It's so weird looking. It's like I was looking into what it actually is. It's like every like day or week or whatever, there will be an AI generated image that is like an overhead view of a map or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you like play Where's Waldo with the characters. So it's like, oh, my NFT guy is standing here next to this tree. And then you get points or whatever.
Terrible.
It's really bad. Fortunately, nobody seems to be playing it.
I don't honestly understand how Square Enix isn't bankrupt now.
This is what people are always saying when they do this
I guess
shit.
It's just like they just must be constantly printing money from, I assume, reselling Final Fantasy, like old Final Fantasy.
I mean, Final Fantasy 14 has to be an absolute money printer for them.
That's true, although they spent all that money redoing it. But then, I think like the remake made money, and then they resell all the old Final Fantasies all the time.
Not to mention, I don't even want to think about how much money I've spent on Kingdom Hearts at this point.
Sure. Yeah. So,
although I guess, when I was a kid, none was the amount of money, to be fair.
You still made that money get spent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I bought fucking Melody of Memory for full price because I'm an idiot.
Ooh. Yeah. Well,
someone at Square Enix got an email that day. It was like, oh my god, someone really did it. He has no idea.
One person played this game.
Oh, God. So, yeah, the Nightmare Chirithy sort of tries to put a positive spin on what has happened and says, because they couldn't fight with the metals, all of the power that they just fought you with was their own, because darkness has a way of finding the weak and making them strong. And then Chirithy says, where is your wielder? And the Nightmare Chirithy says, closer than you think.
Right, so now they're trying to make me think it's Skuld or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or that Ephemer is, I guess, around.
Hiding around the corner like Gula.
Yeah. Or in the other world nearby. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. In like a dream drop distance way?
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be able to say, I think that we do get the answer, but I honestly don't remember whose Chirithy this is.
Okay. I think you didn't... Wait, did you say this? I liked one of Chirithy's lines, which was...
I was just trying to help. I thought if I took away everyone's lucks, there'd be no reason to fight over it anymore. Aren't I the greatest?
I forgot about that, yeah.
And then Chirithy goes, your color? And Dark Chirithy goes, don't you like my new look?
You like my new look?
That's right. Why didn't I write down any of this?
Dark Chirithy's a little stinker, and it's kind of fun.
Don't you like it? I'm a shiny Chirithy. I'm way rarer.
Way rarer. You'll never see one.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. I've only ever seen shinies in Arceus, which is like, but I think they like really boost how often you see shinies.
I have never, and I don't play Pokemon anymore. The last one that I played was Pearl, but I didn't even know that they existed until people were like talking about all the shinies they've ever found, and I was like, oh, is this like a thing that was added in like Black and White, X and Y, Sun and Moon? No, they've been in the games for the whole time.
Yeah, I only found out about them once like the internet like was a thing that I was looking at. And
yeah, and like I played a fucking lot of Pokemon as a kid, so I don't know what other people were doing.
Yeah, I mean, there's weird stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've still never seen them other than in the game where they give it to you.
Uh-huh.
So
probably not real. The Foretellers fight we see has absolutely obliterated a huge chunk of Daybreak Town. There's like a bridge that is smashed in half. There are like roofs caved in. Pretty intense.
Asad's big.
He's a big guy. Gula, I do think it's funny that the only one that we actually see him fighting is Envy, who I imagine is the oldest of the three that he's fighting. Like, nobody needs to see him, like, bashing Ava's skull in.
Because Ava seems like a child.
I think so. Nobody can agree on how old specifically Ava and Gula are supposed to be. I read them as like 16.
Yeah, I mean, it's anime rules where they could be like 9 or 35. Who knows?
If Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1 was 15, then Ava has to be at least older than that.
Yeah, that tracks.
Anyway, Gula, we don't really see exactly how this went down, but everyone has kind of gotten separated over the course of the fight. So Gula is off on his own, looking at the lost page. Aced is in the disused building from before. He's like slumped over against some boxes, and Gula walks in and says, "You know, Aced, my role." And this is a weird part of back cover that we're starting to get into, is the inexplicable secrecy of the roles for no particular reason
Other than to make them fight, yeah.
I guess so, but like I don't think that we're ever told that the master said like don't tell anyone your role, because like they knew that, obviously they knew that Ira was the leader, they knew that Aced was second in command, they knew that Envy was like the mediator who watches over everyone.
Yeah, but they all had secret roles too, though, was the thing. Like Aced had the secret be a traitor role, and Gula had the read the page role. So like I think that's probably more what it is.
Yeah, maybe, I guess it's possible that there is just stuff that we didn't get into, because like I don't think that Ira has a secret role, does he?
He might not, because he's the big leader.
But I also don't think that Gula has a public role. I mean, like I said, maybe there's just stuff that we didn't hear about because it's not important. But yeah, whatever the case, Gula is like, "Did you ever wonder what my role was?" I said. "I was given a lost page that says that there's a traitor, and my job was to find them and stop them." And Aced, who is like barely conscious on the ground, at this, he just fucking gets to his feet and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me, Gula?" And Gula, who was so confident, he like has his keyblade out, like he's like, "I'm going to finish you, traitor." Aced just gets to his feet and Gula is like,
Yeah, Aced's scary. Yeah,
he is. He's the bear.
Yeah.
And yeah, Aced is like, "I called you my comrade, Gula." And he explains why he's so angry. He's not angry because Gula thinks that he's the traitor. He doesn't care about that. What he's mad about is that Gula had this information and kept it to himself while everyone was arguing about it.
Yeah, like he could have stopped Aced from doing any of this, basically.
Which, what I was saying before about the sin of gluttony, he's got, it's not just that he has the page, it's that he deprives everyone else of the information.
Yep. And
Aced is very, very mad and starts stomping his way toward Gula and summons his Keyblade and attacks. We cut a moment forward. Ava runs in just in time to see Gula collapsing on the ground. She does a very cool baseball slide in between them, and tries to talk Aced down. We get a little shot of Aced's hands like shaking as he thinks like, "Am I really gonna attack Ava?" But he prepares to attack anyway, and Ava just like sort of throws herself on top of Gula to protect him, and Aced stops and says, "You too, huh?" and just sort of stumbles out of the building.
I found that "you too, huh" a little confusing. I guess just "you too, you don't trust me," or "you too."
I think that what he's reacting to is that she thinks that
he's
this
the
is
traitor.
him as the traitor trying to finish off one of the lights.
Got it. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I caught that. Okay, cool.
Whereas I think from his perspective, this is him as one of the lights trying to finish off one of the lights.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that he thinks that Gula is evil.
Yeah, you just said.
I think that he's just mad.
Yeah, I think he's pretty justified in being pissed off, though.
Yeah, he is. Is he justified in potentially killing Gula? Well, I don't know about that, but
yeah, I'm not going to get into that,
but he sees Ira standing outside. It doesn't seem like Ira was like waiting for him, though. Ira seems kind of surprised to see him, or at least surprised to see that he's very injured. And And Ased is like, oh, you're here to finish me off, aren't you? And Ira says, nope. I'm just being a leader.
Yeah, you guys have really been fucking stuff up.
And he tells Ased what he's been saying since the beginning, or what the master told him at the beginning, rather. Our mission was never to change the future, only to make sure that the light lives on afterwards. And we've only got 5 lights. We can't afford to lose any of them. And Ased is very moved that Ira considers him one of the 5 after all of this. Ira says, oh, of course, we're friends. And Ased, once again, is like, this is why I always said that you're the best leader possible. Now, this is a nice moment. He's like, you're a really good guy, Ira. I really respect you as a leader. Leaving out the part where he was fully trying to mutiny.
Right, he doesn't need to know that.
It would just be awkward.
Yeah.
But he tells Ira that he thinks... Oh, no, that's right. He says, I think that we may have already lost one of the 5 lights. I think that Ira is the traitor. He tells him about the lost page.
Or Gula. He thinks Gula is the traitor.
Or yeah, he thinks that Gula is is a traitor and is no longer one of the lights. And he says, he's like, I don't know what Gula thinks he's doing, but he kept this from us, and that was a betrayal. And Ira's like, well, for all we know, he was just following the master's orders for him. So I'll talk to him. I'll get to the bottom of everything. This is a great scene for Ira, who I feel like he's been kind of at a distance for a lot of this.
Yeah,
but
yeah, like I feel like to the point where sometimes I feel like I'm forgetting about him.
Yeah, but it's good to see him actually being a leader.
Yes. Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in Unchained Key, Skuld and Dennis, they finally reach the spot under the clock tower where he and Ephemer were stuck. And when I say stuck, I mean not stuck. Because the reason that they stopped here is because there's a bunch of giant gears in their way. And gears often have, and in this case do have, gigantic holes that you can easily climb through.
You might get squished as you're trying to walk through it or something. I don't know.
These gears are not turning.
Yeah, true.
Maybe they were turning before. I didn't go back and check. But in this case, they talk to Chirithy and they're like, You have been to this tower before. Can you help us find a way forward? And Chirithy is very reluctant, but is like, yes, okay, I will help you. And just is like, yeah, just walk through the big holes. They're like, wow.
Chirithy's a genius,
Nobody ever thought to climb through a big hole before.
No.
They arrive in the Foretellers chamber that we've seen many times, and they wonder if Ephemer was here. And Ira walks in and catches them in the act and says, Chirithy, I'm disappointed in you. A quick note, the foreteller who catches you here is always your union leader, unless you are in Ava's union, in which case it is Ira. And that will make sense in a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he tells that... I thought that the reason that it couldn't be Ava is this moment, where he says, I caught another wielder in here the other day. Was he a friend of yours? And Dennis says, yes, that is my friend. And once again, Chirithy's like, you can talk? And Ira says, I believe that that other boy who was here was trying to collect information. I think that his friendship with you was just a means to understand what other unions were doing. But don't worry, he is no longer a threat. I have killed him.
Yeah, I was like, what's that about? We know that's not what happened to Ephemer.
That was when I was like, oh, that's why it can't be Ava, because there's no way in hell that Ava would ever have said that.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Skuld is very angry and shocked, of course. And Ira's like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? And Chirithy's just like, nothing, sir.
Yeah, are we meant to...
Sorry, sir.
So, am I meant to believe that's Ephemer that he's talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a little confusing then, but all right.
Well, skipping ahead a little bit, this is a lie.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, duh. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Dennis steps forward and has a full monologue, surprising everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine how shocking this was as the player. You know, you're like 4 years into this game, and suddenly your character starts monologuing.
I wonder if anyone like didn't like it.
I don't know.
Like, you know, if they were like, oh, this whole time I've been role-playing my silent protagonist or whatever. But I mean, you don't have enough agency in that game, I feel like, to really probably get that into role-playing your character.
Yeah, it is interesting, though, because this is... After this moment, I think that we will see Dennis just speaking in scenes a lot more often.
Okay, yeah.
Which, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is meant to be part of a narrative about, like, Dennis's confidence as a Keyblade wielder. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he says that this was all his idea, not Chirithy's. We were just looking for my friend. And he's like, you know, I followed all my union's orders without a second thought. But then I met Ephemer, and he sort of opened my eyes. And I didn't know him for that long, but he made a really lasting impression on me. And right now I'm feeling very sad and very angry. And maybe those things might mean that there's darkness in my heart, but I won't let you get away with this. Because Ephemer would do the same for me. And he summons his Keyblade and proceeds to get absolutely dumpstered.
Which is appropriate.
Which is very appropriate. And they just find themselves back at the entrance. And Ira says, you fought admirably. And also, I'm not Ira, and I didn't kill Ephemer. I'm actually Ava in disguise.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Which is the real reason that was not Ava in that scene.
Right.
As funny as it would have been if she had pulled off her Ava costume and it was more Ava underneath.
Yes. You thought it was me, normal Ava, but it's... Or... Yeah, what if you did like a dark Ava and then... and then...
I was wearing a fox mask underneath my fox mask.
Yes.
But yeah, she heals Dennis's wounds and says, you got some strong hearts, kids. Sorry for lying to you. She says that Ira was an illusion and the room was an illusion. Apparently they've just been standing here in this hallway the entire time.
Yeah, more of this illusion stuff, like with them going to the Disney worlds.
Yeah. They love their data projections or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't, but they do.
Yeah, me neither. But it's sure in these games a lot.
Yeah. She confirms though what Ephemer told Skuld in the dream, which is that yes, the world is ending soon, and I am currently working to prevent the light from dying out. She tells them about the dandelions, and yeah, we kind of talked about this last time, I think. The question of, like, what exactly are they going to do? But she does elaborate a little bit more that the dandelions are going to leave and come back.
Okay. And that's kind of
Which is an odd choice. It does seem a little bit different than what we've heard before.
Yeah.
But maybe that discrepancy is intentional? I guess we'll keep an eye out.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Then what happens? Oh yeah, she has been, because she knows about the Nightmare Chirithy, she has been selecting Keyblade wielders who have a strong resistance to darkness. And she also mentions that Ephemer is the leader of the dandelions. I don't remember if we knew that.
I don't think we did. Yeah, I think that is the first time we hear that.
We did get the scene of her, like, giving him the book.
Yes.
To be, like, one of the union leaders.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But yeah, he's the head dandy. And she invites them both to join, and Skuld says, hell yeah! And Dennis says, I don't know about that. And Skuld and Chirithy are both completely shocked by this, which is very reasonable.
Yeah, although I think it's kind of fair to be like, I don't know, you did like a weird test to me and told me my friend was dead. Like, I don't know, this all feels pretty bizarre.
Yeah, but from Skuld's perspective, you know, if this was me, I would probably be like, oh, I won't die? Okay, cool. But Skuld is basically just like, oh, I'd get to see Ephemer again. Sounds good. And that's what she says to Dennis. She's like, I can't believe... Or no, it's Chirithy who says this. They go back to the Fountain Plaza, and Chirithy is like, why didn't you say yes? You would get to see Ephemer again. You'd get to not die. And Dennis says, well, you know, I care about Ephemer, but I care about everyone else in Daybreak Town too, and I would feel bad abandoning them.
Reasonable.
Yeah, I suppose so. Ava, by the way, did tell Dennis, like, don't worry about it, just think about it. Just don't tell anyone about any of this, but but you don't have to make your decision right now. I did want to say, by the way, about the Fountain Plaza, because you maybe have been wondering, are there 2 places in this town?
Yeah, it's a thought that has crossed my mind.
I can say there is a lot more of this town. There are a lot of different areas that we go to. Just none of them have anything to do with the plot, so they're not in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the wiki the other day looking at I was looking for something specific. I can't remember what it was, but I was just looking through the like gallery of Daybreak Town images, and I was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I was like, what the hell? There's so many places I've never seen before. There's like a park. I think there was like a lighthouse. There's a market. There's like underground waterways. Yeah, there's so much shit in this town that we're just never going to see.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like we need to see like the town's McDonald's or whatever.
I want to see the town's McDonald's.
Yeah, now that I say it, I would like to see it.
You know, that's what you do as a tourist. The first thing that you do when you go to a new country is that you go to their McDonald's and see how it's different.
Is that what you do?
No.
Okay, good.
But I have been to an Italian McDonald's and I have been to a Japanese McDonald's, and they were both better than ours.
Okay. Well, keep that in mind.
It shouldn't be the first thing you do, but you should do it.
Okay. I didn't do it in Argentina, so my bad.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the meats that they would have at the Argentinian McDonald's.
I'll have to go back for the McDonald's.
Anyway, so Skuld changes the subject, and she says she talks a little bit more about when she formed her party. She was very lonely. No one wanted to join, but then Ephemer joined, and they became friends. And Ephemer's presence in the party sort of drew more people in, and the party grew, and they made more friends. But then one day, Ephemer said, "You know, Skuld, I think that you'll be fine on your own." And he left, and she never saw him again, and the party kind of fell apart without him. But she was like, you know what, Ephemer was right. I feel like I've grown since then, and I am okay being on my own. But she knows that Ephemer never forgot about her because he led her to Dennis. And she says, "Thank you, Dennis, for helping me find the truth."
Yeah.
It's a big arc for this character that we've never met before.
Yeah, I again, it's like, it is one of those things where we don't know how. It's not a lot of in-game time, though.
I think it is more time than we necessarily realize. I mean, I did mention that scene where Ased is like, it's been a year since the Master left.
Oh, I just mean, like, how long could have, like, the Foretellers been fighting, though? Because this all kind of happened. This mostly all happened during that, right? So
yeah, but Skuld and Dennis are best friends now.
Yay!
And yeah, she says, "I'm going to join the Dandelions so that I can see Ephemer and thank him too." And then they shake hands, indicating that they are now best friends.
That's what all best friends do.
It is what SpongeBob SquarePants once called a friendly handshake.
We
go back to back cover.
Huh?
We're back in back cover.
Right.
Ava's Chirithy, I assume, is frantically running through the streets to warn her. She is hiding with Gula, who is unconscious, and the Chirithy says, "Someone's coming." And she goes up to see who it is. I say up because they're like hiding, like sort of under a bridge, kind of. And she finds Ira, who is looking for them. And he says, I want to talk to Gula. Can you take me to him? And she says, no. And he says, all right, fine. That's pretty much the end of that.
I did think it was kind of bizarre how quickly he gave up on that.
Yeah, I think it's sort of like I can tell that you're really serious about this, and I don't want to like fight you, so fair enough.
Yeah, okay, I can buy that.
But yeah, he really does just drop it at that point. And he's just like, all right, later. And she's like, okay, great. And she goes back to Gula and tells him what happened with Ira. And Gula says, I know why he's trying to talk to me. It's because he says, like, I knew this was going to happen once people started finding out about my role. And I was like, what do you mean? And he tells her about the lost page. And this is a new piece of information for us. He says that the page says that there is a traitor, the one who bears the sigil.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, is the traitor just the Chirithy on its own?
I was curious what you would think of that phrase, the one who bears the sigil.
Because Chirithies have the sigils on them, and they're the only ones we know of.
They do have...
Huh?
They do have the sigil, the Dream Eater symbol.
Yeah. They're really the only thing we know that has a sigil, so...
Well, there are some other theories, and once again, this is a thing that has not really been explicitly answered as far as I have... Well, I was going to say as far as I've gotten, as far as the series has gotten so far.
Mm-hmm.
Sigils that it could be, it's possible that this is referring to some sort of mark on the face of one of the Foretellers, which would mean that we don't know about it, period, because we haven't seen their faces. It could be, also, there is one sigil that we have heard about recently in the series, which is the Recusant sigil, the letter X, which could mean that it's Lushu?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or, this is a theory that nobody has, but I will point it out, it could be a mistranslation. Maybe it's not the one who bears the sigil, it's the one who sigil the bear. It's a said.
You know what? I don't think it's that one.
Okay, well, we'll just cross that off of the Crackpot Corner list.
Okay. I mean, you can keep it on there if you want. I'm not, do your own thing.
Yeah, but yeah, it could mean a few things. If we do believe that that Gula is the traitor, it could mean that he has like an X-shaped scar or something. Yeah, I don't really know.
Again, wild that you don't know.
Another possibility that I do think is worth considering that I don't remember if we've really gotten into it as a possibility so far. It's entirely possible that the Master is lying in the Book of Prophecies, because we do have every reason to believe that he has the information that the Eye has collected, but we have no proof that the stuff that he put in the book is entirely accurate.
Right, yeah. That's a good point.
He could have just written... Maybe, like, the book itself is completely accurate, and the reason that this page isn't in any of them is because it's not a lost page. It's just a page that he wrote.
A thing that he made up to get people to fight.
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities that we can't really narrow down just yet.
Yeah, I guess I just went to the obvious, or what I felt was obvious was just Chirithy, but yeah, you're right, there's a lot of other possibilities here.
Can I say, I thought that I might have had the biggest gigantic brain moment of my life.
Oh.
When he said that, and I was wrong, but I will tell you what my thought was.
Okay.
Because in my list of questions and mysteries that I've been keeping as we've been going through these games, one of them is from Kingdom Hearts 1, when we are in the library in Hollow Bastion, we are collecting these books that have these weird names attached to them that we've never had any follow-up on. The names Azal, Hafet, Kama, Mava, Nahara, Saleg, and Theon.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, oh shit, does one of those names have an X in it? And I looked it up, and no, they don't. And I was like, fuck! I thought I was so smart. Damn it.
Oh.
That is 7 names, though. And there's 5 Foretellers, the Master, and Lushu. I don't know. That could be their real names. I don't know. That's a reach.
Yeah, if they remembered it, that it should be that.
Yeah.
How many dandelions? There's 5 dandelions, so it can't be them.
5 dandelions?
There's 5 main dandelions. Isn't that something that Ava
says?
The
ones who will replace the Union leaders?
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, we already know that one of them is Ephemer, and none of the books had Ephemer on them.
Right, I mean, unless Ephemer could be a fun nickname.
Uh-huh. Hi, I'm Saleg, but everyone calls me Ephemer for some reason.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just came up with that. He's like, this is so cool. I'm just going to go around telling people that everyone calls me Ephemer.
I don't know, it's like how Richard becomes Dick. That still doesn't really work for me.
No, not at all. Speaking of things that don't work, Gula is out of his mind right now. And I do really like the voice acting in this scene. He is so, like, manic and deranged. He's like, I know what I have to do, because the Master didn't give me enough information to find out who the traitor is. So I need to ask the Master for more information. But he's gone. So how do I get him to come back? Easy. I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
Which, this was where I was like, wow, people already know how to do that. That's a thing people can know that they can do and will try to do.
Yeah, it's a little unclear if he is correct, but he believes that if he gathers enough Lux, he can summon Kingdom Hearts.
And that's basically what Zenmus was doing.
Yeah, sort of. By gathering hearts, yeah.
Because hearts are light.
It kind of just seems like if you gather enough of anything, there will be a big heart in the sky eventually.
Well, no, I mean, I think that hearts are light or gathering light directly. Either way, it's getting a bunch of light together because Kingdom Hearts is supposed to be light. It is interesting that Kingdom Hearts, I guess, how does the myth go? Because Kingdom Hearts, I thought, was sort of like where all the light went when the world died? Or is Kingdom Hearts also something else?
The last time we had this described to us, it was that Kingdom Hearts was the source of all light.
It's a source of light, okay.
And that when the Keyblade was shattered, Kingdom Hearts vanished.
That's right, okay, all right.
Or something.
Either way, this is where I was like, oh, Gula doesn't think he's being evil.
No, I think that he thinks that this is a completely reasonable thing, and I think that he is really not in his right mind right now. Ava is horrified. She's like, what are you suggesting? Like, that is like the most forbidden thing. And Gula's like, exactly. It's like, it's the number one thing that we're not supposed to do. And there's no way that the master wouldn't know that it's happened. So if Kingdom Hearts gets summoned, the master will have no choice but to come back. And then I can say, hey, sorry, I just wanted to ask, what was I supposed to do? Like, what was my job exactly? Sorry, this was the only way I could think of contacting you.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you want to ask your boss a question, so you light the office on fire. Hey, is it a vacation day on Monday? Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm like logging into our like incident management system that I use when I'm on call, and I'm just like opening up like severity 0 incidents left and right. Sorry, I just couldn't figure out how to put in sick days in the system. I just wasn't sure what was the best way of getting your attention.
Did you want a text? Oh, okay. All right. Well, next time.
I never actually got your cell number. But yeah, he's like, Ava, you have to do the right thing here. Help me gather as much Lux as possible to summon Kingdom Hearts. And Ava's like, no!
No, that's bad.
No!
That's really bad.
And he's like, well, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You do whatever you're gonna do. We skip forward a few days, and Ava is now confronting Envy, because she's like, Ira knew where to look, and you're the only one who knew where we were hiding, so you must have told him. And Envy, like, completely unrelated, but she's like sort of trying to get the upper hand in this confrontation by being like, oh yeah, well, you're secretly gathering members of other people's unions and training them in a secret location. And Ava's like, yeah, the master told me to. And Envy's like, oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, that was funny. I liked that.
But this is another moment where I'm like, I mean, obviously I think it's all just going to keep coming back to the master wanted this to all go down. But I'm just like, I don't think that he ever forbade them from telling each other this stuff.
Yeah, he sometimes told them to keep certain things secret, but yeah, I don't think he told her not to say anything.
Yeah, it's just like, I never got around to telling Envy what my job is here.
Yeah, and I suppose Ava could just be like, I didn't really want to tell people that I was setting up, like, an organization to survive after we all die.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's a little...
It's just awkward.
It is understandable a little bit. But...
Sort of training your replacement.
Right.
And it's child labor, even worse.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts
but yeah,
universe kind of runs on child labor.
Yeah, no kidding. Kingdom Hearts is light, universe is child labor. But yeah, that revelation sort of diffuses the tension. Envy's like, I'm sorry, Ava, I didn't know. I shouldn't have suspected you of anything. Ava's like, don't worry about it. It almost feels like the master wanted this to happen. So Envy asks, like, how is Gula doing? And Ava's like, I don't really know. I haven't seen him since he went a little bit wacky and said that he's trying to collect all the Lux that he can to summon Kingdom Hearts. And Envy at that moment is just like, oh, that's why I have seen Aced and Ira trying to do the same thing. Not to summon Kingdom Hearts, but they are basically grinding Lux to keep the balance because they've noticed that Gula is grinding Lux.
Yeah.
So Envy's like, I guess I have to grind Lux, and you have to grind Lux because we have to keep the balance.
It's an interesting conclusion. I was a little surprised that... I don't know if I entirely follow, but I suppose it just... If they're all doing that, then he can't get enough of it himself?
Well, see, this is the thing, is we are never at any point given any understanding of why, like, what it means to keep the balance between the unions. It just seems like the Master has told them that it is, like, the most important thing. Because I think that Gula... I don't think that the unions being balanced will in any way prevent Gula from summoning Kingdom Hearts. I think that Envy is basically like, well, there's nothing that we can do to stop his union from gathering Lux, so all we can do is try to keep up. But yeah, it's pretty unclear why that is so important.
Guess maybe we'll find out. They're going to summon 5 Kingdom Hearts.
I am pretty sure that we are never given an actual reason of why this balance is so important. I think it's just that the Master told them it is.
Yeah, and the game has to keep going.
Yeah, we have to be at the top of the leaderboard. It's so important. Yeah, I think that maybe that is it. It's like, it shouldn't in the lore feel like the Leopard Union is supposed to be ahead. Although this is a back cover only scene. The players at the time would not have had any of this.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we just have to assume that this is one of those things that the Master was like, just so you know, one of the most important things for all of this is keep the balance between the unions. No union should have more power or light than the others. And it's probably bullshit. He probably just made that up. It probably doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can buy that.
That's the only thing that really makes sense to me.
Well, yeah, because it is funny that the Master tells them that they have to do anything, because he also basically tells them, it doesn't matter what you do, the world's going to end.
Right.
So it is kind of paradoxical that he's like, you must do these things, but also you can't change it. It's going to happen no matter what.
Sort of, it is sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, because the fact that they all know that the end of the world is looming over them does push them to do these things that lead to the end of the world.
Yeah, they do more and more dangerous things because they're desperate.
But yeah, Envy kind of realizes that there's nothing that they can really do to change what's happening here. It's like, we can't stop Gula from pushing his union to collect as much Lux as possible. If we can't slow him down, he's going to summon Kingdom Hearts. And if all the union members are trying to collect as much as possible, it's only a matter of time before the fight for Lux sort of spills out into direct confrontation between Keyblade wielders, at which point the Keyblade War is inevitable and there's nothing that we can really do to stop it. And yeah, Envy's just like, well, the best that we can do right now is keep the balance, and hopefully that will delay the inevitable for some amount of time. And that's pretty much where that lands.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
Ava,
better than no plan, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose it is. It'll give Ava more time to set up the dandelions, if nothing else.
True.
And on that note, she goes to the fountain and looks at some literal dandelions and says, wow, dandelions. So she summons the figurative dandelions.
That scene was really bizarre to me, because like she's looking at a flower and then she like gasps like she remembered something.
She remembered that she has a job to do.
Yeah, right.
I shouldn't be fucking around right now. The world is about to end.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so she summons the dandelions and tells them that they're here for a special training session. She says, the training that you're going to do today will feel familiar, but the world itself will feel different, like a dream. Because the truth is, a war is coming, warriors of light will attack their own allies out of loyalty to their own unions, and you are the only hope that the world has. I'm not going to be around to guide you through it, so just know that anyone can lose themselves to darkness, and under no circumstances are you to fight in the war. You need to escape to the world outside, and this training is going to prepare you for that. And the future and the light is in your hands. I think that this means that this is, if not that she's sending them to this other world that Ephemer's in, that she's like teaching them how to get there.
How to get there and how to get back, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, that is where we're stopping for this week.
Yeah. Now that we've gone back through it, I'm less neutral on it. I think I am, but I think the reason why I felt neutral is I do feel like I haven't learned very many new things. Which is what I want from this, right? Like, the thing you should want from the big prequel part is maybe learning some information that gives you context for the things happening in the rest of the story, and we still haven't actually gotten very much of that.
That is true. I definitely agree with that. I can reassure you that we will be getting more of that. There will be, I will say, at least one big moment that's gonna freak your brain out next time.
Okay. I can't wait to get freaked.
And yeah, Union Cross has quite a bit more of that kind of thing.
Okay.
Than Unchained Key does. But yeah, next time we are going to, I think, unless I'm watching it and feel like it's way too dense, I believe we will be finishing Unchained Key. We're gonna meet one other new character and some other new characters.
All right.
And you that weird thing that I just said will make sense.
Okay. I trust.
But yeah, I'm really excited. I love the way that this game ends.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm definitely interested in what's going on. It's in some ways there's more clarity in this story than in normal Kingdom Hearts. Mostly because we kind of know where it's going to end.
Mm-hmm. Or do we?
What
do we do next? We got a couple of questions. We can also dive to the wiki. I can never remember the order.
I feel like we usually dive to the wiki and then we do questions and then we do Wish Us Duck.
Works for me.
Yeah.
I think that we should read about Damage Inc.
I would love to.
Damage Inc., or in Japanese, Sonsho Kabushiki Gaisha,
okay,
is an organization consisting of various people whose collective goal is still uncertain. Other than that they oppose the Midnight Syndicate.
Well, from what I've learned, having uncertain goals that no one ever knows is just how you do storytelling in Kingdom Hearts. So that's actually pretty great.
Damage Inc. was founded by Cole McGrath and Alex Mercer. That is the protagonists of Infamous and Prototype, respectively, when they teamed up to destroy a conduit that had been infected and empowered by the Blacklight virus.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which I think is what gives Alex Mercer his powers, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I don't remember what... Conduits must be an Infamous thing, but I don't know Infamous as well.
Yeah, I never played that one.
I've played Second Son. Alex Mercer is Prototype, right? It's not Second Son guy. Yeah, we're talking about Blacklight.
Yeah.
Okay. I second-guessed myself there.
Can I give you some quotes from Alex Mercer from, I think, this game?
I mean, quotes from Alex Mercer are going to be good whether they're from Damage Inc. or Prototype.
Yeah, it's mostly the ways that these are framed that you're going to enjoy these. Anything you say will be used against you. Alex Mercer tell Azazel. And then, this world is rotting before our eyes. God, this is terrible. Alex.
This sucks.
Alex, after tell to Cybone.
After tell what?
After tell to Cybone.
After tell to Cybone.
Yeah, so the first one was Alex Mercer tell Azazel, and the second one is Alex after tell to Cybone. Oh wait, Cole's got a good one too. I'm Cole McGrath. You with the Syndicate? Time to fry. Cole McGrath shortly before challenging a member of the Midnight Syndicate to battle.
We've got some members here. Obviously, we've got Cole McGrath and Alex Mercer. We have someone named Claire, who is apparently from something called Claymore. We have Kazuki Muto, who is also from something. I looked at it a second ago and then immediately forgot. We have Thor. Is this MCU Thor?
Let's click. I'm clicking on it.
Doesn't say.
Nope. I think just
we have
actual Thor.
We have Sashaud.
Yeah, we do.
Trying to figure out what this guy's cool original name is. Doesn't say. Boring. He's a vampire and also a nobody. And then we have Shion.
Oh, hi Shion. Who?
Oh, right. They got some goals.
What are those goals?
Well, their short-term goals are pay the bills, become stronger, and then seek out new worlds and new opportunities for employment.
Huh. The long-term goals. Kill Jukestack.
Fuck that guy.
Kill off the remaining syndicate for harboring him.
Okay.
Protect Kingdom Hearts, parentheses, which kind of fall in line with the previous two, but still ... end parentheses.
Okay.
And 4, return to their homeworlds to settle unfinished business. That seems like a lot of goals in the 4th goal.
Damage Inc. is named after a Metallica song of the same title.
Fuck, it is, yeah.
Their main theme is Damage Inc. from Metallica's Master of Puppets album. However, each member has 2 battle themes. Battery, also from the Master of Puppets album, and 1 other song unique to each, although Shion has 2 other theme songs as well and also doesn't have Battery.
Oh, I love reading the writing of children on the internet.
This sucks, though. They don't tell... I want to know Alex Mercer's theme that isn't Battery.
Yeah, it's not...
I hate it here.
It's not on his page, huh? I did learn from his page that his homeworld is Starline Dimpris.
Oh, shit. I'm looking at the Midnight Syndicate. A lot of them are just the organization, like Marluxia and Syx are here. But there's also Thraxganb.
That happens a lot, right? For some reason, these kids always create like new organizations, and then half the members are actual organization members.
Yeah, I mean, we got Shion right here. Yeah. Apparently, Thraxganb is the nobody of Gabranth from Final Fantasy XII.
Gotcha.
For anyone who's played that.
I want to read a quote from Thor from his cutscenes.
Okay.
My father hath exiled me from Asgard, that I may learn more of the humans I am lord over.
Cool. Do it.
Yeah. Before testing Zashoud's strength. So thou seeketh allies, eh? Then come forth, Zashoud, and let me test thy mettle. So
shit. Shion has different abilities in this.
Oh, good.
She has mode changes. She can go into Paragon mode, where she has brown body armor. Very cool. She has Avenger mode, where her cloak becomes blood red with thorny black vines.
Sick.
And then she also has... it doesn't have a name. I think they forgot to put it here. No, wait. She temporarily transforms into La Nova Encante, the singing Nova, where she grows angel wings.
Damn.
Here's some quotes. Open your eyes to the light. At last, an end to the agony. That's when she dies. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Well, maybe it's like when you die, like... in the game, you know?
Yeah. It's when she is defeated in combat.
Right.
That's just a very grim line.
It's true, yeah.
She does have themes. Actually, there's a lot of words here, but I do want to read all of them. Like most other residents of the Nightverse that have an article on this wiki, Metallica composed one of her theme songs.
Oh, that was nice of Metallica to do that for Shion.
However, Shion is one of the very few, perhaps the only character, parentheses S, so maybe there actually are more, to have 3 theme songs. She is also the only character / incarnation of a character created by Mecha Ultima Zero to have a theme song from the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack. Shion's first theme is Unforgiven 2 by Metallica, which shows her regret and reveals her feelings for Roxas. Quote, what I've felt, what I've known, sick and tired I stand alone, behind the door should I open it for you, or are you unforgiven too? Her second theme is Simple and Clean from the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack. This shows another side of her feelings for Roxas and reveals the more upbeat side of Shion's personality. Note that this is the regular version, not the remix. Hold Me, Whatever Lies Beyond This Morning is a little later on. Regardless of warnings, the future doesn't scare me at all. Nothing's like before.
It's cool that her theme is the theme from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, also, I would not really describe Simple and Clean, especially the original non-remix version, as particularly upbeat.
Yeah, no, not really.
Shion's battle theme is Cry for Help by Shinedown. This song is much faster and harsher than either of her other songs, which is fitting since Shion has a slight tendency to go berserk when fighting nobodies, blaming the entire race for her situation, even though it's mainly just Vexen and Xemnas whom she hates. Quote, "'Cause the mind is a weapon, see, but you're not gonna use it on me. Pull the trigger if you're gonna. We all know that you wanna."
You know, I think that if Nomura thought he could just make the entire soundtrack of Kingdom Hearts Metallica, he probably would have done it.
I've never heard of Shinedown, but they sound Christian.
Yeah. That
just the name.
Yeah, it makes me think of like Under Oath or something.
Is Under Oath Christian?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I thought it was a band about going to court.
I don't think so. I thought the only people I knew that listened to them in school were Christian. So, I looked at their.
I did actually. I think I used to listen to Under Oath. Wait.
Well, according to the wiki page, originally the band identified as a Christian group. They have since distanced themselves from Christianity, which is,
as so many do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did listen to at least one Under Oath album. It was a long time ago, though. They didn't get me.
They didn't convert.
I didn't convert.
They didn't convert you. That's good.
No. I think that's enough from the wiki today.
Sure. Yeah.
If you're good,
it's like our longest wiki section probably in a while. So yeah,
that's fine. We got some questions.
Okay. Yeah.
We got a question from HCabe. Which says, it's pretty clear this far into the series that one of the themes is the failures of individualism as a core philosophy. Like, Xehanort's plan seems to revolve around making everyone into another copy of himself. Sora is chosen by the Keyblade not because of his individual strength, but because of his willingness to let others influence his life in meaningful ways. Do you see this theme present in Unchained Key?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's definitely one of the themes. I would agree with that. And it is going on here. I mean, it's kind of interesting because this game is about a bunch of people really trying to work together, but it all falls apart because of their individual goals.
Right, and even though there are unions of people working together, those unions weirdly they're kind of backwards because they actually represent a division and a lack of cooperation, it is kind of weird that dividing everyone into teams shows the way that people are not working together.
Well, yeah, but it is because you're creating, instead of like a unified society, you're creating this like weird segmented society. So you aren't really creating cooperation. It's kind of like that idea of individualism being a failure, like, I don't know, magnified a little bit. But yeah, so I think it's definitely present here. I think that makes sense. I mean,
of course, that is very much undermined by the gacha game of it, which does encourage you to try to win over everyone else and get a special reward by being at the top of the leaderboards.
True. Yeah. And also, really, it's Master of Masters inscrutable goals that is making everything fall apart, too. One person.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is funny, for all my obsession with Kingdom Hearts and its lore, I really do not give a second of thought about what the themes are of these games. I'm not a themes guy.
Oh,
I'm not smart enough for that.
This question definitely made me think about this. I'm the themes guy, I guess.
That's good. We need one of us. You know, it's like one of the guys who made Game of Thrones always say, themes are for 8th grade book reports.
It's a cool thing to say when you're like kind of a writer.
When adapting a Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about that.
No.
We also have a question. This is on co-host. The last one was on Discord. Join our Discord and join co-host.
Yeah.
This one is from Dan at Big Challenges. What would you dress like if you were a Keyblade wielder?
I would have 2 wallet chains to start.
2 wallets or just 2 chains?
2 chains to the same wallet. It's really hard for me to get to my wallet now. Probably got to have some heart motifs on one of the chains, and I don't know, maybe just sick X's for the other chain. I'm thinking I've got like at least 4 belts. Some sort of cool jacket with a like heart logo on it, and
all I'm hearing is I would be Skuld, but with an extra wallet chain.
That's true. I am kind of Skuld with an extra wallet chain, but also a giant Moogle head.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here is how much I am shit at engaging with character customization when it comes to like outfits and stuff in video games. When I used to play the game City of Heroes, one of my characters was called Civilian Man, and he wore a black t-shirt and jeans. So I would wear a black t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, I mean, Nomura's going to make your jeans, like, fucked up somehow, but yeah, you could do that.
It's like when we were talking about Riku's pants at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was like, yeah, he's wearing the most normal jeans that we've ever seen. And then I looked at them again, and I was like, wait, no, those are weird pants.
No, they're like weird chaps, actually.
Yeah, that would be me. I would find the most basic clothes that the game has to offer.
I mean, honestly, ideally, I just dress up as Titus, because I don't know if I said this on this podcast. I think I've said to you that there was a point in my life where I thought Titus's outfit in Final Fantasy X was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. So
you definitely have said that. I don't remember if that's been on the record, but it is now.
Yeah.
Looks like you're the one under oath now.
Yeah. Secretly, this has been a Christian podcast.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. What do Christians say? Have you read the Bible?
No, my family, I actually grew up in an atheist household, so no.
I think we have talked about this as well.
Yeah, I think we have talked about that.
I was talking to the listeners, though.
Oh, yeah.
Have you read the Bible?
Yeah. Well, let's wait for them to respond.
Okay. In the meantime, this is Wish Us Duck. This is the segment where we read the Bible as Donald Duck.
Oh, that would be good.
Good, huh? That's a word.
Yeah, it's the good book, so it'd be the good reading.
Here, I'm gonna read. This is not how we usually do this, but I'm going to read a quote from a cutscene with Shion as Donald Duck, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, and let's see if you can tell anything that I'm saying.
Okay.
Here.
What's going on? Where am I? What's this? What on earth happened?
I think I got it. Okay, well, I got most of it. You were like, "What, like Roxas? What's going on?" And then at the end, you just kind of started making noises. I couldn't catch the end of that.
That was, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh
okay.
God, what have I done?" Breaks down weeping, and then that is cited as after killing and absorbing Roxas.
Whoa, Jesus. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I don't think. Oh, there was another quote that Dark Chirithy said that I liked, which was teaching smeechings.
That's right. Teaching smeechings.
So I might just say teaching smeechings. Well, here I go. Yep.
I feel like you picked a really hard one.
Yeah, it is actually pretty hard.
We never know what's going to be hard to say as Donald Duck until we're trying to say it.
CH noises are always hard, though. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, here's another Shion quote. Well, I'll do it as Donald Duck. Just why not?
Yeah.
Did you check the weather channel? There's a hailstorm on the way.
No, I didn't get any of that this time.
Hey, did you check the weather channel? There's a hailstorm on the way. Before using Hail of Light.
Cool.
You know how Shion was always saying that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Shion having a lot of personality and being sassy.
And the Weather Channel exists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
In every universe, there is a Weather Channel.
Yeah, it's a constant.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, every universe has weather, you'd think.
You would think. I don't know if we've seen any in Kingdom Hearts, but...
We saw light shine down in Radiant Garden. It's kind of like weather.
We might... I'll go through the series, but I think the first time that we see weather might be when we go to the Frozen World.
Well, we've been to Christmas World already, or in Halloween Town.
That's true. Would you count it as weather if there is, like, snow frozen on the ground? It's evidence of weather, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know.
Well, that'll be something for our listeners to ponder.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got it.
Hey, we got it. Yeah, absolutely.
You can follow us on cohost at cohost.org/soundsaboutlight. You can find me on cohost at Positive Stress, and you can listen to my other podcast, Dr. Huh, where what are we watching? I don't remember, but I think our latest episode was on the Zygon invasion.
Nice. Yeah, you can find me on cohost at Achilles Heelys. You can also find me on, Blue Sky now. I think it's also just Achilles Heelys there. And yeah, listen to the F+. That episode that was out last week is still out. So listen to that.
And I'm still trying to get through it.
There's poetry. You got to get to the poetry. That part's great.
I got to get to the poetry. There's one part in particular that was so unpleasant for me to listen to that I'm like going through it like 5 seconds at a time. It can't hurt me if it's all out of context.
You could just skip that part, maybe. It's not like you're not going to understand the rest of it if you skip it.
But it's all important lore.
That's true. That is when I do explain what Master of Masters was doing with his lifestyle at that time.
And I have to make sure that I don't miss your catchphrase.
Oh, I didn't do it. I'm in trouble.
I know.
I'm in trouble, but I'll do it a bunch.
I'm just twisting the knife.
Thanks. Well, I'll be doing it a bunch of times next time, so don't worry about it. It's gonna be way better.
Anything else? We're on noisepace.xyz, where you can listen to other podcasts like Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks, and also With You, which there will be another episode of that in May, but there's never a bad time to catch up.
Yeah.
If you want to learn about, I think the first 4 minutes of Star Wars is how much they've done so far.
Yeah, I think
check that out.
I think if you've never seen Star Wars, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah, by the time you die, you will have learned about less than an hour, maybe, depending on how old you are. No, sorry, my math is bad. I like to think that I'll have gotten through an hour of Star Wars before I die.
Me too.
We can only hope. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So, why not end this the right way, the only way?
Keyblade.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why! The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough.